Hey, Scott from aristocob.com here.
And I'm Seth.
And together, the three of us, and that three includes Scott and Seth and you, the viewer. The three of us, we're Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Just thought I'd get that out of the way.
It's good, yeah.
Has been some confusion. Someone
Absolutely.
thought that the third person was back behind the camera.
Yeah.
I guess technically it's you in the camera.
It's confusing. Yeah.
We're Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again. Today happens to be Tobacco Advent 2017, day 19.
Woohoo.
And today's cornament, which we have just removed from the tree, is going to who?
I don't know.
I think this is Jeremy
Jeremy.
Bloom. Jeremy Bloom. Jeremy, thank you so much for sending along.
Sutliff, Rum and Maple. That sounds festive.
I was thinking rum and raisin.
No?
I think I've smoked a rum and raisin tobacco one time.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how in the world they pick these names. They never taste like it's just tobacco. They never taste like the thing that they call it.
Back to Trout Stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, and meat candy. Thank you to those of you who have commented. I saw several of you commenting tobaccos that you've tried that supposedly taste like meat and bacon.
And never.
We've tried several of those suggestions and have never had any sort of success. Vaping has tweaked my expectation of what a flavor actually is.
All right, we're lighting up. We're also smoking in the official corncob pipe of Markwood Men's Breakfast Club Tobacco Advent, which happens to be a naked nose warmer, Morgan nose warmer. I just attempted to fill this.
You did. I saw it happen. Apparently you failed. Or the fluid's gone.
No, because a bunch of it sprayed out on me as I tried to fill it.
Huh. I wonder if there's any correlation between that and
Seems
your
unlikely.
lighter not working.
No.
Oh.
So, as is our tradition, we are going to draw a question of the day. We've had some folks that have done some video responses.
Yeah.
Entered into our contest where we're going to give away one of these Cobbets as well as some Markwood Men's Breakfast Club swag. Only the folks that have done a video response are going to be in that drawing.
Yeah.
So,
What is a cherished family tradition from your childhood?
from my childhood. Moving.
Yeah, you cherish that?
You know, now if I look back on it, I do. I didn't at the time. My dad was in the Air Force, and we moved a lot. And it's always tough to get ripped away from friends, you know, school friends, church friends, neighborhood friends, pretty good collection of friends. And back in those days, we didn't have any social media or anything like that, so I really didn't keep in touch with anybody.
Yeah.
From my childhood. So anyway, kind of a, not really a tradition, but it's a thing.
Yeah. Why do you cherish that? Because now that you
very,
have Facebook, you have lots of friends.
It's very memorable, right? It's a big part of my childhood is that. So do I cherish it? I think I do, because that is the structure of my memories of my childhood. So looking back on it, it's what I got. I guess I cherish that. I'm going to go with that while you talk, unless something else pops into my mind.
One of the things
Or no, lighter.
One of the things I remember fondly is Christmas Eve services at church. And our church, when I was growing up, did things a little bit differently than some, but we still went. And one of the most cherished memories from that is Christmas Eve service. I was probably 8, maybe, and one of the singers in our praise band with Dad, one of the other singers in the praise band, we all went into the women's bathroom in the back of the church, and she pierced her ears on Christmas Eve.
True.
In the women's room.
Yeah. It was a holy experience.
Yeah. Yeah. That was as a fun.
Those earrings went so nice with our mullets.
Yeah.
They really did.
We'll see if we can find a picture of that.
Oh, no,
And then not post it anywhere.
There you go.
Yeah. No, and I appreciate now, as an adult, getting to do that with my kids and
Piercing your kids' ears.
Yeah. Having Christmas Eve church services, it's a nice way to refocus with all the craziness of the holidays and everything. Refocus on why we celebrate Christmas, and so in the last few years, for me in particular as a father, I've appreciated our church has on that night has both held a service that also serves the homeless in our community, and so we've done that for the last several years, and so I appreciate that my kids now get to not only have this Christmas Eve tradition, but that it involves helping others. I love that.
All right, for realsies, Christmas tradition as a child was Christmas Eve. My dad would put on the Christmas music. It'd be playing all night. It wouldn't be playing on the radio. I think he had reel-to-reel or vinyl that he would play. And, of course, we got our stockings out, and the Christmas tree was already done, and Mom would have cookies and things like that. And they wouldn't commit to anything on Christmas Eve that took us outside the house, and they didn't have parties on Christmas Eve.
Right.
It was just for us. And Dad would sit down and read not only the night before Christmas, but would also open up the Bible and share with us the Christmas story from the Bible. And then they would allow us to open up one gift. And I caught on to them because they would pick the gift for us.
Right.
We couldn't pick any gift that was under the tree. By that time, the gifts that were out were only those gifts really from one another, from grandparents. The actual real haul would show up Christmas morning. Right. And they would pick out, here you go. Because otherwise we'd pick out the heaviest thing. I'd pick the thing that looks and feels like a BB gun.
The thing that you're definitely not going to go to sleep because you've seen it. Yeah.
And more times than not, I would open up
socks,
a brick of D-cell batteries or something that was kind of a sign of
preliminary
things to come. And then I'd spend the night thinking, is it a flashlight? Is it a whatever? And there were times it was a flashlight, and times it was a cassette player or a boom box. I got a lot of cassette players and boom boxes. In fact, here's a picture of me with a cassette player from Christmas.
Photo not found.
I will post it on Instagram.
There you go.
How about that?
Aristocob on Instagram. That'll also put it on Aristocob's Facebook page. So facebook.com/Aristocob. And but that's the real tradition that the family had that I tried to recreate with my children. However, we were much more involved in Christmas Eve services, being involved in leading the youth, leading adult ministries, being in the praise team, as he mentioned, which is a fancy name for you don't have enough people to have a real choir, so a small group of people, and amplifiers and a drummer. Mm-hmm. And so Christmas Eve was different for you than it was for me, and even though we tried to put those elements in, we would bake a cake for Jesus every year too. Mm-hmm. That hasn't
opening a gift.
Hasn't always continued.
Always a disappointment, like you said. always opening a disappointing Christmas Eve gift.
Yep. That continued on. So I guess that must be the tradition right there.
Yeah. Sounds
disappointing
like
Christmas Eve gift. How about you? We love hearing your answers. If you want to be in our drawing for a Cobbit and some swag, you want to post a video either on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram. On Instagram, it can't even be a minute long.
Yeah.
I'd do it on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Just make sure you tag us so we know that you've done it and you'll be in the drawing. So that's it.
What do you think of the tobacco?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll tell you what, I got Sutliff out a couple years ago, and I don't know that I've smoked Sutliff.
That's a good point.
In a long time. So this was actually decent. This is rum and what?
They sponsored our show for a time by sending us boxes and boxes of tobacco no one wanted. And we smoked through a lot of that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, this was not rum raisin, rum
and maple.
And maple. Yeah.
It's not bad. Decent. Thank you for sharing this, Jeremy. Thank you, Sutliff. We appreciated the support.
That's right.
All right, that's it. Make it a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See ya.